Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.
Okay, so we're going to look at a exam style question on finding the total surface area of a cuboid. So the first thing I'm going to do is just look at how you would make up a cuboid, in the sense of we've got a 3D shape. To be able to do surface area, we can only calculate 2D shapes in area. Okay, so we're going to have to break it into its parts. So we've got a front side and a back side. Okay, so we've got front and back. Okay, we've got one end and the other end, so we've got left and right. Okay, and then just going to change colour here because you can see we've got the top and the bottom. Okay, so we've got top and bottom. So thinking about those sides, okay, if I turn that into just letters, variables for algebra, okay, to do the front and the back, I've got my height by my length. So front and back, I would do height multiplied by length. To do my two ends, my left and right, I've got height again, but this times by depth. So height times depth. And to do my top and bottom, I've got length times depth. So I've got length times depth. Now the height, the length and the depth, or the height, the width and the length, you can call it whatever you like. They can be interchangeable, as long as when you do it, you calculate it, each side you keep that value for it. If we look at the three sides that we've got, as long as I always calculate this side here, the length, so I'm going to say the length is always going to equal, and on this shape over here, is always going to equal 10. Okay, my depth is always going to equal 6 on this shape, and my height is always going to equal 6.5. It's going to equal this measurement here. Okay, so let's try and calculate this exam style question. To calculate the front, this side here, okay, I'm going to do 10 multiplied by 6.5. 10 times 6.5. Okay. To do the back is exactly the same. 10 times 6.5. Exactly the same shape in that back side there. Okay. Let's get rid of those so we can see each set of sides when we do it. Okay. So let's look at the end here. This is my right side. This is my left side. And again, I've got two sides that are exactly the same. So if we say my left side is going to be 6 times 6.5. 6 times 6.5. And my right is going to be exactly the same. 6 times 6.5. The top and the bottom. So the top will be 10 times 6, and the bottom will be exactly the same. 10 times 6. We will be able to times them all out together. Okay, so 10 times 6 is going to give me 6.5 is going to give me 65 for both of those sides. 10 times 6, both sides are going to give me 60. Okay, so just give me some space to do some workings. Okay, so that's going to give me 60 for the top and 60 for the bottom. And then I've got 6 times 6.5. Well, 6 times 6 is going to give me 36, and then half of 6 is 3, so I've got 39. Okay, now I've got my 6 sides calculated. All I need to do is add them together. So I could list them 39, 39, 60, 60, and add those together. So 18, 28, 6, 12, and another 12 at the top is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and the 2, 32. So I end up with 328 centimeters square, and that's for all 6 sides. There's a lot of calculations there, a lot of workings. Now if you think the front and the back are the same side, the left and the right are the same size, the top and the bottom is the same size. So I could say I've got one lot of 10 times 6.5 plus one lot of 10 times 6 plus one lot of 6 times 6.5. And if I then multiply the whole of that, once I've done that, by 2, I will end up with the same value. So again, we've got 65 plus 60 plus 39, all multiplied by 2. So that's going to give me 125, 155, 164 multiplied by 2 is going to give me 328 centimeters square.